Can you give me 1 minute?
Sure, go ahead, Beth. While you're doing that, let's go again. A conjunction is a word that joins words or word groups. And or coordinating conjunctions. Also, but is a coordinating conjunction. Correlative conjunctions would be words such as both and, not only, but also, either or. So Bhumika will answer the first two.
Miss Lynn, can I start now?
Yes, let me get to the page, baby. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Whoops. Okay.
Underline once neither and once nor.
Okay, neither
Number
nor.
neither nor and twice so. Number 2. So
Okay.
underline twice.
So, okay, we had to identify the conjunctions, draw one line under the coordinating conjunction and 2 lines under correlative. So did you neither nor, 1 line or 2?
2.
Okay, and so?
And so once.
Right.
1 line.
Correct. Abdullah, will you take 3 and 4, please?
Okay, Miss Lynn. Number 3 is eventually.
No, look for the conjunction. Look up at the top, Abdullah, under the rules. Look under coordinating conjunctions and see if you see that
But.
Yes. Okay, is it coordinating or correlative?
Coordinating.
Yes, correct. All right, number 4.
And.
Yes. And what
Also,
kind?
coordinating also.
Yes. Okay. And do the last one, please, Abdullah.
Not also as a dancer.
Okay, not only.
And but and not only is correlative.
Okay.
And but is
Look at the top.
but also.
Yes, exactly. Not only, but also.
Not only but also, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, exercise B, use coordinating or correlative conjunctions to join each of the following pairs of words or word groups in a complete sentence. Write your sentences on the lines provided. Did anyone do this?
Yes, I did 6 to 8.
Okay, would you give us your sentence for number 6?
Okay. I love summer, but I love summer because I like to go to the beach, but I hate winter because it's so cold.
Okay, who can give me their sentence for number 7?
Miss, I can give the sentence.
Okay, thank you.
Chico won first rank in football, but Matt won first rank in basketball.
Good job, thank you. What about number 8? Anyone can help there?
Me. Miss.
Yes. Okay,
May I say?
go ahead.
The pen was neither under the bed nor behind the desk.
Ah, good job. Number 9. Who can give us one for number 9? No one?
Miss, may I?
Sure, go ahead.
Jolene worked hard, so she rested.
Okay. Mine was Jolene worked all day, so in the evening she rested. But yours is good and is correct. All right, and number 10. Come on, boys.
Thank you.
This can I answer?
Sure.
Okay. It will be this place is swiftly and quietly.
What does swiftly mean? It means quickly.
Oh, sorry, can I change the sentence?
Yeah, I'll change it.
Miss, I know one.
Give him a chance.
Okay.
Run swiftly and quietly.
Okay. Who has another one?
Me.
Okay, go
Miss
ahead.
Lynn, I can answer.
He's first.
You have to kill the animal swiftly and quietly so the
Okay.
herd won't be alerted.
Oh, good one. My sentence was he carried out his orders swiftly and quietly. Okay, any questions on this page?
No.
Bamika, can you hear me?
Yes, Miss Lynn, I can hear
Okay.
you.
See, on my computer it's showing you muted, but I know you're not. All right, let's go to the next page, which is the interjection. An interjection is a word that expresses emotion. An interjection has no grammatical relation to the rest of the sentence. Examples: wow, what an incredible storm that was. Another one is, I would like to go, but yikes, I have too much work to do. All right, Debelina, will you do the first? Go ahead and do 1 through 10, Debelina. We're going to underline the interjections in the following sentences. Debelina, can you hear me? Debelina,
Yes,
can you hear?
I can.
Okay, do 1 through 10, please.
Okay. Number 1 is yikes.
Okay,
Number 2 is oops.
okay.
Number 3 is wa.
Oh,
Oh,
stop. That's what it means.
okay. Number 4 is ugh.
Ah,
Number 5 is goodness. 6 is oh. 7 is wow. 8 is well. 9 is alas.
huh?
And number 10 is aha.
Yes, correct. Good job. Any questions on interjections?
No.
No, Miss Lynn.
Okay. What's your question? Who had a question?
Miss Lynn,
Yes.
Miss, in number 9, what is alas? Number 9.
The snake, alas, seems to have disappeared. Like, thank goodness. It means like a relief.
Okay, thank you.
Okay?
Yeah.
Miss Lynn,
Yes.
can you write with a pen the practice book?
Yes, if you want to write with a pen, it's fine with me. It's your practice book. I just suggested a pencil in case you had to erase to correct something. But it's up to
No,
you.
because when I write with a pencil, my hand hurts.
Okay. Yeah, you're more than welcome to write with a pen. And while I'm thinking about it, yesterday, Bamika sent a message. She had a question on the vocab words. One was remit and one was revoke. Bamika, do you understand the difference now?
Yes, it's better now. Like
Okay.
if we met, if you cancel, you can go back again.
Right.
But revoke, if you cancel, you cannot join again or do something
Yes,
again.
if you revoke something, then it is done officially. But remit is more informal. Like you said, if you cancel something, you can do it again. I just wanted to make sure that everyone understood those two words.
Miss Lynn,
Yes.
I found remit with another meaning, not to cancel.
Okay, what is it? You have to be careful because why? When you're looking up the definitions for the vocab words, you need to try to connect it with the story. This is
Yes,
why
that's what I did.
remit and revoke is both in our stories. What was the other one that you have?
To return the money or payment to a person
No,
or a place.
that's wrong because I'm gonna tell you why. But you
Why?
cannot just say to return money or payment.
Why?
Do you understand?
No.
Okay. You can, let's say for an example, the American Embassy sent me a letter and told me that they are revoking my passport for something that I've done. Can I get that passport back?
No.
Right. However, if the American Embassy sent me a letter and asked me to come next Tuesday to the embassy and remit my passport, can I get it back?
Yes.
Right,
Yes.
that's correct. So you see the difference? Who was it that
Yes.
said they found another meaning?
Sama.
Oh, okay, Selma. Selma, read me your complete definition that you have.
Remit or revoke.
Either one.
Remit, to send or return money to a person or a place.
Okay.
Revoke, to officially cancel something so it's no longer valid.
Okay, the second one is fine. But the first one, I just want you to understand that you can remit more than just money. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
You can
yes.
remit your driver's license. Maybe there's a problem when they printed them, but they will give them back to you. You see?
Okay. Yes.
Okay? All right, are there any other questions?
No, thank you.
Right, let's go
Miss
to,
Miss
yes.
Lynn, so remit is to cancel something like temporarily, but it can be like given back, but revoke is like
Yeah,
forever,
well,
right?
that's the difference between the two words. When
Yes,
you
thank you so
revoke
much.
something, it is officially done. But remit is not official.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, determining parts of speech. The way a word is used in a sentence determines what part of speech it is. For example, a noun. Are those soft pillows filled with down? An adverb. If you write things down, you may recall them more easily. And preposition. The two squirrels scurried up and down the tree. So in the following sentences, we're going to identify the part of speech that this underlined words are. By the way, did you get your words that I put on the class page on page 11 and 12?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make
Yes.
sure.
Yes, we found them.
All right, Hannah Yasser, will you take the first 5, please?
Yes, of course. Okay. It's an adjective.
Okay.
Model is an adjective.
Yes, and number 1, an adjective.
It's a noun. Number 2 is a noun.
Yes, number 2 is a noun.
Number 3 is a preposition.
Correct.
Number 4 is an adverb.
Correct.
And number 5 are It's an adjective.
No,
I meant an adverb.
The
no.
pronoun. It's a pronoun.
It's the
sorry.
pronoun. These are extremely tasty pears. These pears. You understand, Hannah?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
No, it's
Thank you.
okay. This is how we learn. All right, Selma,
Yes,
will you
thank you.
take Selma, will you take the next 5?
Yes, Miss.
Thank you.
Number 6, adjective.
Yes,
Number 7, verb.
yes,
Number 8, noun.
yep,
Number 9, preposition.
yes.
Number 10, conjunction.
Will you continue, Selma?
Yes, Miss.
Thank you.
Number 11, noun.
Yes,
Number 12, adjective.
okay,
Number 13, noun.
yes,
Number 14, verb.
yes.
Number 15, adjective.
I
Adverb,
love-
sorry, adverb.
Yes,
Adverb.
you're correct, adverb.
Number 16, preposition.
Yes,
Number 17, adjective.
yes,
Number 18, pronoun.
yes,
Number 19, interjection.
yes,
Number 20, adverb.
yes. Good job, Selma. Thank you.
Welcome.
All right, page 25. It's the same exact thing, so I think if you haven't finished them, finish those at home. The same thing. Well, let's do some on page 26. Hold on one second. Okay. Asadusa, will you do the first 10, please?
Yes, Miss. At page 26.
Yes.
Grandfather is a noun, and text is an adjective.
Okay.
Is a verb, and ranch house is a noun.
Yes.
Who's an pronoun, and Persian is an adjective.
Correct.
Happiest is an adjective, and will chase is a verb.
Correct.
Down is an adverb, and with is a preposition.
Correct.
Woo is interjection, and brother is a noun,
Yes, correct.
and is a conjunction, and will is an adverb.
Correct.
Keeps is a verb, and cattle is a noun.
Correct.
Many is a pronoun, and all is an adjective.
Correct.
But is an conjunction, and place is a noun.
Yes. Excellent. Thank you. Any questions on this page?
No.
Okay.
No.
Let's go to have a look at 28 and 29. Does anyone here not understand sentences versus sentence fragments?
No.
No.
No, I understand.
Anyone does not understand it? Okay. What about we're going to stop there. We're not going to go any further. Okay. We have finished chapter 1 for grammar. Okay. Hold on one second. All right, there's something else I want you to look at. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Give me one second. Okay, I'm sure you can all see and know what a plot diagram is, but I just want to go over them, go over one with you to make sure we all understand. All right, main characters. Sometimes you may write down their personality or what they look like. I don't really expect you to do that here. I expect you to know it, but you don't have to write it on your plot. I do expect you to know the main character or characters and be able to name them. The setting, location, time period, and weather. And the reason I have weather here is because you will see, you will have, I know of 2 stories this year that the weather affects the setting and the story and the action, okay? So on some stories, you will actually need to know what the weather is. Of course, the location, the time period. I care mostly about location and the time period, okay? Of course, you can put New York City, spring, 1 p.m. You don't even have to put the time is what I'm trying to say. You can put like New York City, winter, New York City, spring. All right, rising action. The problems that happen in the middle of the story that builds suspense. Usually, I expect you to put down the 3 main points. I do not want you listing every single little point, okay? The climax. I think we all know that the climax is the most exciting or interesting part of the story. Falling action, these are the events that occur after the climax that are necessary to solve all the story's problems. Because when you're able to solve them, then it comes to the resolution, the satisfying end to the main problem and all the smaller ones. And of course, theme is the lesson or moral of the story that the author is trying to teach you and what you learn. The mood, what kind of mood do you get from the story? Is it sad? Is it scared? Worried? Ask yourself this. If you read a story by Edgar Allan Poe compared to Maya Angelou, you have 2 completely, totally different moods here, okay? So that's how you discover the mood. Also, protagonist versus antagonist. If there are both, you put both their names. If there's just a protagonist, maybe the whole story is someone having a conflict within themselves. Then you just put his name or her name, okay? Any questions here?
No.
Okay. Most of the stories that you do, I expect you to do a plot diagram, okay? I want to make sure everyone knows what it is. I want to make sure that you know how to find the important points, like rising action. You should have no more than 3 points there. Don't write out 5 or 6. 3, that's it. The main characters, you write the main characters, not the supporting characters, okay? So if there's no questions, let's move on.
Miss Lynn,
Yes.
we won't be filling out the sheet together, or we have to fill it on our own.
I'm sorry?
We will
This is
fill
an
the
SMS.
sheet.
Bamika, were you asking the question?
Yes,
Go
Miss
ahead.
Lynn, can we please fill out the sheet together rather than solving it alone?
We can fill out the first story together, but after that, you have to do them on your own, okay?
Okay, okay.
For example, who are the main characters in A Sound of Thunder?
Travis, Eccles, and the butterfly.
Okay. And the setting?
In the beginning, it was 2055 in the Time Safari company.
Where was it located? What country?
Located in America? It was located
Yes,
in
it's in
America?
America. It was in America. So the date and America and Time Safari Inc. Okay. But then you also
But
have
then
to,
it was 60 million 2055 years back.
in the past, exactly.
In the past, it was the dinosaur period.
Correct. What was the dinosaur period called?
Uh,
Does anyone
I don't
know?
know.
Yes, I know. Can I say?
Yes.
The Jurassic World.
Yes, or the Cretaceous period.
Uh,
You remember when we
okay.
watched? Remember when we watched the PowerPoint? We saw the dinosaurs, the flowers, the insects. I told
Yeah.
you it was during the Cretaceous period.
Yeah.
So, okay, Bamika, we have the year, we have the country. Now
Yes.
we have, we went back to the past, to the Cretaceous period, which was 60 some million years back.
60 million 55 years back.
Okay. Now, let me explain something else to you. I'm not going to be so picky. If you put over 66 million years, that's good enough for me. I don't expect you to, that big number is not so important. It's just 66 million gives us the message that the author is trying to give us. Does everyone understand that?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
We only need to know they went back 66 million years. We don't have to have the rest of those numbers. Okay, then after that, Bamika, what would you put with the setting?
Location was still America.
Okay, so you're in the past.
We're in the past.
What happens next? Where are you going for your setting? You're going back to?
The Cretaceous period.
No, you're in the Cretaceous period now.
Yes.
Okay, so where's
Then
next?
in the end, they are back at Time Safari in the
No.
2055.
No, you're going back to America, which will be the future. Does everyone understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Bamika, you started off in America, and then you
Yes.
went to the past, and then the rest of the story happens in the past. But then at the end, you go back to the future. Remember, after he stepped on the butterfly, they went back to Time Safari, okay?
Okay.
So that covers everything here. Now, that being said, class, you have a little more information than what you normally would write here, because this story was set in the present, the past, and the future.
Then the future.
Okay? So you had to write a little bit more here. Normally it doesn't take that much. All right, rising action. What's the first important thing when we started reading the story? What happens?
Mr. should I answer or do you want someone else to
Now,
answer?
let me remind you of something though. The 3 important points before the climax. That's what you want.
Yes.
Because these are the points that build up to the climax. All right, who can answer? Or give me one. What happens first?
Eccles wants to go back in time to shoot the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Eccles pays $10,000 to go back to the past to kill a dinosaur. Everyone agree?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
What is the main second point before the climax?
When he was afraid when he saw the dinosaur.
Okay? He was extremely afraid when he finally saw the dinosaur. Who has a third one? And if you have something different for number 2, Then tell us. What's number 3?
I'm writing, Miss,
Yes.
can I say an event that happened before he was extremely scared from the dinosaur?
Can you say what? I'm sorry.
Can I say an event that happened before he was scared from the dinosaur?
Like for
Or I
what?
have to, their discussion in the time machine when they were saying they have to stay off the path.
Okay, who's this? Bamika?
Travis says that they have to stay off the path in order not to change the future.
Okay, now, let me ask you this. I want you to ask yourself, is that a point that leads to the climax?
No.
Okay. First, we have someone going into a shop or a business and paying $10,000 to go back into the past. We know that's correct because we have to know in the beginning what's happening, okay, to start the story. So that's for sure number 1. Does anyone have anything else for number 2? A stronger point that would lead to the climax. He goes and he pays his money, and then what happens?
Miss?
I had a conversation with the official about that many of the safari guides who went on a trip has been died there.
Exactly. Mr. Travis starts telling Eccles about the rules, and he tells him what not to do. What did he tell them? Tell him. What was the most important thing?
Do not go the path.
Right.
Not to stop the path.
So Mr. Travis tells him all the rules, tells Eccles all the rules, and he says, he emphasized, do not step off the path. All right, what's number 3? What happens after this?
They encounter the dinosaur,
Bravo.
but Eccles is extremely afraid of the dinosaur.
Exactly. They hear the dinosaur coming like thunder through the jungle, and all of a sudden they see him, and when they do, Eccles is petrified. He is scared beyond words, okay? Does everyone agree, or do you disagree with these 3 main points? Everyone's in agreement?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now tell me, what is the climax of the story?
Can I answer?
The most exciting part.
Miss,
When Eccles steps off the path and kills the butterfly. This shows a
Eccles
big change.
steps off of the path.
Yes.
Now, do we know at this point that he has the butterfly on his shoe?
No.
No, exactly. So the most exciting part of the story here would be Eccles stepped off the path. Agree?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now that moves us to the falling action. What happens? After he steps off the path, they shoot the dinosaur.
The dinosaur is killed?
Yes, the dinosaur is killed. And what happens? What does Mr. Travis do?
Mr. Travis goes
He asked
back to
him
the
to
time machine.
back the book as a punishment.
Someone answer.
Mr. Travis goes back to the time machine and sees Eccles off the path.
Okay, everyone agree with that?
I have another one for the
Okay,
falling
go ahead.
When he returns back and he found that the language it changed.
No, we're not there yet, baby.
Okay.
We're not there, quite there yet. What happens What happens to the dinosaur after Eccles freaks out?
It's killed.
Right,
The
by
dinosaur is
whom?
Tree
killed
fall on the dinosaur.
by
Yes,
Billing and
By the tree.
Crowan.
exactly, but not by Eccles.
By
So
By
at this
Billing and
point,
Crowan.
after they kill the dinosaur, let's move to Mr. Travis. What happens here?
He was angry with Eccles.
Exactly, and
When
what
he
did he
stole
tell
or
him?
stole his shoes,
To
collect the
retrieve the
of
bullet.
he would
dinosaur
kill
skull.
him.
Collect the bullets.
To retrieve
Yes,
the
at
bullet.
first, exactly. And in the beginning, he said that they were going to leave him in the jungle. But then he changed his mind and said that the only way he could go back on the time machine is if he went and stuck his arm in the dinosaur's throat all the way to his elbow and collected the bullets, because they could not leave the bullets there. It would affect the future, okay? So for falling action, what do we have?
The Billing and Crowan shoot dinosaur.
Okay,
The dinosaur. Travis said they would leave Eccles back in the jungle, but then changed his mind and asked him the only way for him to come, that he would have to stuck his hand and take out the bullets from the
Right.
dinosaur because they don't belong there.
exactly, okay? Now, let's go to the resolution. This is the satisfying end to the main problem and all the smaller ones. I also think on falling action, you could probably add when they return to Time Safari and they notice all the subtle little differences. You don't have to list them all, but you should know them. Remember the alphabet was a little off.
Yes.
Dutcher was now president and not Keith.